Now, one thing that I've noticed is when you set up to it, you've got the ball a little bit farther back in your stance, which for normal pitch shots that's okay, but because the hole's a little bit closer to the green, it's a little bit tighter, we don't have a lot of landing room, you're going to have to hold it higher. When you set up to it, I want you to set up with the ball placed a little bit farther up in your stance. You have it a little bit farther back, I want you to have it in the middle, and that way you'll catch the bounce a little bit sooner, and you'll be able to pitch it a little bit higher up in the air, and the land softer, have a little bit more spin. Alright, now if you'll come over here, when you bring it back, you're kind of bringing it back level, and that's causing you to, even if you take a big swing like that, it's not going to kind of spin as much. Putting it up in your stance helps. Well, one thing that really helps is your path. When you bring it out, I want you to act like you're kind of bringing it a little bit outside, and that way you can cut across it, spin it real quick, it'll go a little bit higher and check out.
I got you.
So, ball up in the stance, and you can even do that a couple of times just to practice that whole motion of coming more outside, and then just, I like to call it the hinge and pull. Okay, so you'll hinge your wrist outside, and then pull across over with your body, and it'll bring it a little bit higher and have a little bit more spin. Just like this. So what you're doing now is, now that we've got the hips firing, you come back here, hips are firing, you're still coming over just a little bit, kind of pulling it across your body. So now what I want you to do is, keep your feet separate, but just make sure you're focused on the hips. But I want you to start out like bringing the club like outside, then I want you to kind of just loop it around, and I want you to focus on bringing it in from the inside. Now what might happen is you might start to overhook some or even push some way right, but as long as you practice it, it'll be more consistent with the club face. You'll be able to square it up and hit that little high draw that we want you to hit, okay? Okay. So.